Hello traders, Cousin Benny coming to you from theclosingprint.com with our daily workflow. Each day we look at the market indices and the sectors. We want to make sure that they're moving in the right direction before considering any trades, as well as the stocks in those industry groups. We call this the top-down approach to investing and trading. If the criteria is met, we can look for stocks to be moving higher and in the same direction as the markets and the indices, while only taking counter trend trades or shorts when the markets are bearish and dropping. Note where RSI is as well, and MACD above its signal line and rising. Price action on the indices are also above the 9 and 21 day moving averages and trending. Criteria for successful trades that we look at on a daily basis: we have to see price above the 9 and 21 day moving average. In addition, we want to have RSI above 50, and we want MACD above its signal line or crossing, and volume increasing. If we have these criteria, these stocks wind up on the watch list each week. Lulu is a good example. We saw an increase in volume as we reversed. Price action moved back above the 9 and 21 day moving averages, then consolidated. We were still waiting for RSI to stay above 50. Once that happened in early April, we had a higher probability of success. As price action started to lift away and the moving averages started to tilt higher, every time the stock came back to the moving averages, the 9 or the 21 day, we looked for follow-through candles and for RSI to stay above 50. MACD remained above its signal line, and we saw volume increasing, showing that institutions were active. If all of those criteria are met and the stock makes it on the watch list, we start with a 5-minute chart. We wait till around 10 or 10:15 a.m. The reason being, we wait for VWAP to mature and for institutions to confirm whether or not they are present. We'll see big block trades and large options trades hit the tape. We want to see RVOL above 2 and greater. The reason being is that when it's above 2, we can be assured that the stock is in play. We see tier 1 upgrades or some news catalyst that helps the stock garner attention by institutions. And once that happens, we look for price action to move quickly above VWAP. We don't generally trade stocks that are flat and range bound. We prefer higher probability setups where price action quickly moves above VWAP and accelerates on higher RVOL, as we see with SURF, which went on to move above $7 per share by the end of the day. We also see stocks like Sonos. While it didn't follow through early in the morning, it did finally make it above VWAP by 11 o'clock. Still meets our criteria. We're looking for above average volume, relative volume, as well as, in this case, we saw options volume out in a January expiration with the 1250 calls very active. We sent that alert around 1140, and price action promptly moved away from VWAP and stayed bullish. We look for VWAP to stay bullish and for price action to accelerate away from that area in strong stocks. Generally, those are the stocks that have very high RVOL. And why we mention it during the day, relative volume was 4.7 on Auto Home, quickly moved away from VWAP and continued higher. Stops below VWAP. We're also looking for above average volume. In this case, we saw the July $5 calls were trading 11 times relative volume at this time of the morning, 10:45 a.m. Intel, same thing, moved above VWAP. Opening range breakout the first 30 minutes of the day. Options volume started climbing very quickly. We saw block trades and relative volume picking up. It was 2-to-1 at the start of the day, around 10 o'clock. In addition, the time period between 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock in the morning sees the highest volume of the day in most cases. So if we're looking for a day trade or an options trade, we like to take profits into that A pivot. Many times we'll see that around 12, 1 o'clock. We have the East Coast traders come back from lunch, 1 o'clock, 1:30, leading into the 2 o'clock, 2:30 period, where Midwest traders come back And then the West Coast traders come in and drive the price higher many times in the upper half of his daily range in a strong trending stock or a close at the high of the day. We look for this pattern every day. Most often it'll hold above VWAP. As we can see with INSG, took off at 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock broke out above the opening range highs, stayed above VWAP. Volume picked up on options. Relative volume was 2.3, rising into the end of the day. Price action was building the D leg towards the highs of the day. Intel, same idea. It peaked around 11:30. We saw some topping candles. Volume was picking up, so we knew it was pretty active. We were looking for B and C pivots to hold above VWAP, wherein the stock continued to move higher. This was captured at 3:30, and for the following 30 minutes, the stock moved back up towards the 63.50 level. Volume was very heavy, and the ABCD pattern traced out. In summary, what we're looking for on a daily basis is a top-down approach to the markets. We want indices to be moving in our favor, sectors and industry groups as well. We want to see price action above a bullish 9 and 21-day moving average. In addition, we want to see RSI above 50 and MACD bullish and above its signal line. While entries are reserved to shorter time frames, we zoom into the 5-minute in most cases for entries, exits, and stops. With price action staying above VWAP, then anticipate ABCD patterns throughout the day. Hopefully this helps you understand how we look at the markets on a daily basis. Again, this is Cousin Vinny coming to you from theclosingprint.com with our daily workflow. Take care and have a great day.